Road Dog Crypto.
And I don't care what anybody says. These not your keys is not your crypto.
Unit 2 move into position. Units 3 and 4 maintain coverage.
No one can ever take my crypto from me.
1032C, 1011 SWAT HQ.
I use hardware wallets with encrypted seed phrases. And I dare you low IQ idiots to even think about coming after me and my crypto. You have to pry my private keys out of my cold dead diamond hand. I dare you. I double dog dare you. What was that?
Unit 5, set up a perimeter with Unit 6. Copy that.
Don't move. Don't move. Hands in there. Hands in there right now. What's going on here?
Well, Mr. Jones. At last we meet.
Who are you?
Agent Harold Dick from the Wallet Enforcement Agency. And sorry about the doors and the windows, I did lightly knock. Mr. Jones, we are executing a FIRO warrant to search this premises for unregistered crypto wallet keys. Hey, you don't mind if we take a look around now, do ya?
Oh, look what we got here, Harry.
Well, that didn't take very long at all now, did it? What do we have here? Oh, this wouldn't be a book of unregistered wallet seed phrases, would it?
Son of.
Oh, you make my job just way too easy for me. Jackpot, boys, good job. Go ahead and cuff this loser, boys. Daddy's probably getting a promotion out of this one. Pleasure doing business with you, Mr. Jones. See you around.
Don't you wanna have fun? Fool around someone? 'Cause don't you wanna have fun? Don't you wanna have some fun?
Yeah, his baby said that they don't got a future like that. It burns, so give him something worse to kill his head with, make him forget somehow. Might be that another day she would have wished he stayed, but they're done. Sorry's won't be enough this time. Yeah, he's calling all his friends to get some action and distract him right now. He's fine, got Lucy on the line, let's get this started. Where's the party tonight? I feel good, nothing weighs me down. I can't believe my luck right now. Red eyes while he said, don't you wanna have fun? Fool around with someone. Don't you wanna have fun? Never mind my dumb heart. It needs a little kickstart. 'Cause don't you wanna have fun? Don't you wanna have some fun? Don't you wanna have some fun? Ooh, who needs a job to pay the rent? He's busy. Gotta feel free sometimes, but what doesn't make you will only make you stronger if you believe what they say. Might be that another day she would have wished he stayed, but they're done. Red eyes while he said, don't you wanna have fun? Fool around with someone. Don't you wanna have fun? Never mind my dumb heart. It needs a little kickstart. 'Cause don't you wanna have fun? Don't you wanna have some fun? Yeah, his baby said that they don't got a future like that. It hurts, so give him something worse to pass the time. Don't you wanna have fun? Fool around with someone. Don't you wanna have fun? Never mind my dumb heart. It needs a little kickstart. 'Cause don't you wanna have fun? I can get you through this when it hurts and it's bad, yeah. Don't ever feel like you're all alone when it's bad. I can get you through this when it hurts and it's bad, yeah. Don't ever feel like you're all alone when it's bad. I can get you through this when it hurts and it's bad, yeah. Don't ever feel like you're all alone when it's bad. I can get you through this when it hurts and it's bad, yeah. Don't ever feel like you're all alone when it's bad. I can get you through this. I can get you through this, yeah. Don't ever feel like you're all alone when it's bad. I can get you through this when it hurts and it's bad, yeah. Don't ever feel like you're all alone when it's bad.
How's everybody doing tonight? Hopefully, sound is going good. And we'll see if we can get started. Going to attempt to be on camera for just a little bit, and then I'll probably cut it out because, man, these lights are bright.
Don't you wanna have fun? Fool around someone.
And here we go. Welcome to the late night show. Got a boner. Up to 136. We got Floki Toshi's in the house. Leon Martinez. Songs. Javid. Strega. Hey, glad to have you guys here. So trying to work this camera in little by little. There's a lot more to keep track of to get this stuff set up. And to me, this music sounds extremely loud. All right, guys, well, hey, let us get started. On the daily, it looks kind of green there. That's a good sign. Hourly, hey, Bitcoin's up. Wild's up. Got a few things shaking here. So many buttons. So, Bitcoin. We didn't go down. Hey, that's good. In my book, it is. Oh, kind of zooming out here just a little bit. We're in a range right now. finding support down here. So I think we're going to bounce around here for a little bit and then see if the market makers want to shove us down through this green cloud or shoot us up to new heights. Bitcoin's slowly becoming the new cool thing. And a lot of people want to get a taste of it. Especially these guys. Will I analyze Floki Safemoon? FSM. CPI next week, so range bound it is. Yeah, I hear you on that. It likes to do that. We've got a few opportunities to make some good trades in there. Hoping the altcoins will keep going up. Kind of flirting with this area here, keeping an eye on them. Technically, there's a breakout, so good chance for it to go up. Need to see that. And this is on the daily for total 3, just pure altcoin, baby. Nothing but altcoin. Don't like this up here, though. If we get one more leg up, especially before July 15th, when KuCoin migration will be in full swing, I know I'll be grateful. That was a hint, God. Just throwing one up there. Woohoo! And where were you? I didn't close that, did I? Suppose I did. Or was it here? Don't see that same contract here. So all these different contracts. Interesting. So we'll take a look at Floki Safemoon. And I gotta say, we looked at it last night and it was just booming like crazy. It went far above than what I had projected when we looked at it last time. Just a requested coin and nothing that I'm in or associated with, but it was that's Floki Safemoon, right? It's against Rat BNB though, is that right? Oh, look. Did it come down and do what we talked about? Because last night it was just up here in the green. The whole thing was just green. It's maybe back a little bit. Crazy move. First time we looked at it was down here. Let me get rid of this. Where'd you go, man? Erase that. Whatever that says. There we are. So I think the first time you guys came to the channel, there's a bunch of you, and it was Floki Safemoon, every FSM just blurring my chat. New experience for me because I'm a small YouTube channel. But we looked at it and projected, you know, being in a possible channel. I honestly, I can't remember, but the blue lines would have been my targets. Blasted through, went crazy up. There was the crazy target here. I can't even remember how we got to it. Or, oh, I think that's the one. That was the top from last night. I think it's went up further since then. That's what it looks like. So this thing cranked up to 0.0, little bitty 9, representing a bunch more zeros. 6983. Currently, Yeah, that's right. This guy won't let me do the percentages. Currently down about 70%, almost 70%, 68%. How do we reach you? I'll put you to the side. So we had parabolic action, and usually what happens after that is that we kind of go down and sideways for a little while. There's going to be a real accumulation here. And we talked about this. Come on, dude. Come on, Dex Tools. $618 would be a good area, but we came down to, actually came down past the 886, looks like, and holding around the 88 or around the 786. Those are decent areas for pullback. And we talked about, pretty much thought it was getting ready for one. So after a big run like that, there is a period of accumulation. It's basically going to be in a zone and take it just a little while to fill that out. You can look for this trend line here. I've got a sea of blue here. That will be your guide. But I mean, you seriously, you can expect a range just as we kind of accumulate. There may be some spikes up. But we're going to go through a little bit of accumulation, and then eventually there'll be another run like this. And here we go with the 382. We got a few little things marked out here. So I'm more or less going to be looking for a range where this will be playing out, let's say over the next, this hasn't been out very long, maybe just a few days, maybe up to a week, I don't know, but more than likely we'll be trading this range. Between all those zeros in the 1484 and up to all those zeros in 4039. So for the savvy trader out there, putting some orders in here, sell orders up through this area, even up as high as this 618 Fibonacci, because really good chance to tap that at a bunch of zeros in 4772. Let's put the chat over here. So a nice little range there. Let's see what the percentage is. So within this range from, you know, pretty much very bottom, could go down just a little bit lower actually. You got about a 200% range there, so might make for some interesting trading. Just keep that up since it hides. But we're on the 4 hour. Okay, so we're on the 4 hour. That's what we're looking at. Okay, so that, yeah, I could definitely see this taking a couple of days. So we have to check back on this a couple of days, see how it's doing with this accumulation. But there's good opportunities putting some orders in right at this blue line or under. That's at 1949. And depending on the liquidity and everything, I mean, could even get a wick down to point. Zero with the little 10, 9873. Says adding a 0 point in there. Possible. Remember, it's a kind of a new coin. But overall, just trading, buying, selling, there could be some profit to be had in that range. So that's what I got for pretty much short term, next couple of days for Floki Safemoon. How do I get out of here? Total 3. So Bitcoin's just hanging out going sideways, right? So I like to check on Bitcoin dominance when that's going on and see what it's up to. It's kind of hanging out sideways too, but it's wanting to go up. Bring the chat out here. FSM and Dex tools. Okay, I'm a little behind on this chat here. Solana's just not stopping. We need to take a look at Solana. I keep holding. Okay. You guys love your Floki Safemoon. Well, I appreciate you coming by and let me take a look at it for you. Guys, these lights are really bright. If you don't mind, I'm just going to take a moment just to cut these out. This is kind of a test run, a trial run. My camera is crooked anyway. And now I'm crooked. We'll just all be crooked. You're about to fall off there, man. Give me just a moment, if you don't mind. What can we do in between? Wait, it won't take me that long. It really won't. All right. So got the comfortable headset back on instead of the little ear monitors. Feels more like home. Got the lights down low. It's comfy time, baby. And somehow, some way, I always manage to lose you guys somewhere. Where'd you go? Where is that little chat thing? There it is. All right, I think we got the situation resolved. That was a secret mic check. All right, let's move on. Let's boogie boogie. So dark in there, I can't see my notes. Turn that down, man. There's an echo in here.
For those of you out there that have been hitting that like button, I just want to say thank you. Thank you very much.
Ethereum, baby, what you doing? You just kind of hanging out, same little area, in that kind of little megaphone kind of pattern, just going sideways and stuff. Trying to hope for this 60% move to the upside, going up here to this target about 2182. That's what I'm hoping for. There's a few little take profit targets up there, but I'm just hoping for Ethereum for the long haul. This is my first time playing with Ethereum. I actually spent Ethereum today. You are welcome, Mr. Floki. Yeah, I get tripped on your name. I don't know why. Floki Toshi. Thank you, sir. Thanks for stopping by, man. So, a cool thing, I've got TokenMetrics. There is a link in the description below if you'd like to buy it yourself or get it yourself or set up a free account there. They do have a free account, and here's what I learned today. Rather than going through all that and those channels and subscribing, Do you know that they have an NFT thing? You can log in with the wallet. You don't even have to fill out all the name stuff and all that information that always kind of gets sold to everybody else. So what I did, I went over here to OpenSea and I got one of the NFTs. But don't do what I did and buy one of these guys, because it turns out I jumped in before I did my research about the advanced levels. I was wondering. It turns out these are for the free part. So if you're buying this, you're getting the basic server, which is free anyway. You go over here to the plan, and you got 4 plans there, and I got the premium. And those guys are, and actually, that's the one that I bought first, so I put him back up here for sale. I think those guys are right in through here. They're running about 0.3 ETH somewhere through there. I guess I could click it. We could see, huh? Jeez, I don't know, man. What are they saying? Anyway. No, I didn't pay that much for it. Did I get the right one? Oh, a VIP. No, it wasn't VIP. Whatever I got, Astrobot Society, it should tell us. Maybe it's advanced. I know it wasn't like a rare thing, and I didn't pay that much for it. But anyway, you can do that through the NFTs, and I think it's cool because it's lifetime membership or access or whatever. As long as you have that NFT, I like that concept. That's kind of cool. But I'm not familiar with this, so I have to learn a little bit about it. But we're going to check out some of these coins a little bit tonight. Thought I'd run that by you guys. That's just something cool that I did today that we can start utilizing here on the stream a little bit more. Give us a little bit more of an edge on this market. So somebody mentioned Solana. That is on my list tonight too. Check. So yeah, I do. I see Solana going up, and this is what I've got. I'm looking for a pullback on it. I'm pretty sure this is on a smaller time frame. Because if you notice, my little buy zone up here is kind of high. Because I don't think it's going to come back very far. It's getting ready to be on a strong run. That was more like a retest area. But I see it getting ready to go up. Now it is breaking out of a falling channel, and depending, if you count this bear trap, which was also a buy zone, just saying, count that as a bear trap, and this is usually what you get when they come back into the pattern. You usually get a strong move to the upside, and sometimes a break to the upside out of that, which is hella bullish. There's some serious buy action going here. Now, pattern wise, you can either still play it as what it is, just knowing that, or you could bring it down here, which is, this pattern has a 72% chance to break to the upside, right? So there is, at some point, got to be a retest back down to around these areas. It's very possible. So, we can extend this. But I foresaw she is still going to run. But around $20 now is the good place to buy Solana. And we're at 21.86 right now. My next target for it is up at 23.33. There's one at 24.59. 25.41, and this is all in an area. It's going to depend on what exchange you're on, what you're trading, whether you're trading against Tether or USDC, or so you kind of have to, I don't know, if you're really trying to get good at this, you'll recreate these charts or chart it yourself, with your own ideas there. I'm just here for confluence. I throw my ideas out there, and if it matches up with yours, maybe we got something. If you got something different and tell me about it, we'll look at that, and maybe I missed that. 26.69 is the little golden pocket area that I'm looking for it to come back up and tap. So let's go Solana. Hey, Gris is in the house. Glad to have you here, Gris. Glad to have all you guys here. I just needed to tell me when I leave things up on the screen like I did, because that Steam stayed up there all night long. Sometimes I forget to turn these things off. Actually, for Solana, we'll get the little spaceman out for this little guy, because Solana's on the tear. This is the 4 hour, man. 1 hour still looking strong, right above the 9. When you get a 9 rider, you ride it for all it's worth. Call me the 9 rider. I don't know if that sounds like Knight Rider or something. It's a porno movie. Jesus. You could have just avoided that hole altogether. In a bearish pattern there, but you can still go up to the top. It's wanting to go, baby. Solana's still wanting to go. Going to jump ahead, make you dizzy. Look on the daily. The daily's getting ready to... money flow is getting ready to pour into this thing. Stochastics are pinned at the top, but money flow is the big indicator I'm looking at right here. Still room for it to go up on the momentum wave. So, yeah, I can definitely see us hitting up there about $25 pretty soon. Strega says his stuff is not happy today. He's just vibing. You could have it blink and I'll still be tuned in. I appreciate that. I just have to learn to pay attention to all these different... I need more monitors. I really do. The big one that I have is just up so high. It's... Here's my neck. So I think I need more smaller monitors. So take a look at AZERO. Was that it? I'm pretty sure I charted on one today. I need to stick to one of my list over here. Yeah, right here. Mexi. I guess I'm going to start using their charts since I'm not going to be trading much at KuCoin anymore. Mexi is in my buy zone right now. I'm on the 1 hour. Let me just zoom out a little bit. I always like to start with the daily on these things just to know where I'm at. Just look at the bigger picture, because that bigger picture is what really counts, right? Because if I didn't zoom out, I wouldn't realize that, remember that, hey, we're on the underside of this trend line, which is not so hot. So the play we got here is kind of more of a short-term play. As this thing is a buy zone and it comes up here to around the 21, that would actually be a decent, like if you're using leverage, if you're doing perps or something like that, that would be an excellent take profit area. That's 9 too, at 9.91, just right under 92 cents, but currently at 87. That's a 5% move. That's a 8% move. So for the heavy leverage traders, you know, y'all can do a lot. But it is in a bearish predicament, and I foresee it probably. Let's break out our fibs. That could probably give us more insight than anything. We're coming up here to, yeah, about the 94 cent area. Probably where it will get rejected. Maybe we'll double bottom or something, or maybe we'll try to tap this again. But that's going to be a hard area to get past, is $1 or $2 now. So got to keep my eye on this one, because it's possible to be coming down to 61 cents. There'll be a little hiccup around 78 cents, and it's almost way down there. But really, I kind of foresee a possibility. Just what I'm trying to follow is the possibility of it kind of, I'll move it over here. Eventually just kind of double bottom in this zone, maybe ranging a little bit. But AZERO, zooming out, you're kind of in the hot water just a little bit. But short term, it's getting ready to do something to go up to these levels. So there is a trade to be had there for the traders. and probably a good short once it gets up to around this area. If it can make it up to around, I don't think it will. I think it'll have a hard time getting past 97, 98 cents. Possibly a good short area. I would really like for it to break up in here and just go hella bullish myself because I got a bag of it. I ain't trading it, I'm bagging it. Striker says, yeah, when I set myself up, it's got to go all the way down. Oh. Well, I've got several bags that are down too, and when we start going with the longer term plays, we often get in that predicament. Unless we're just being truly traders, which takes up a lot of time. Therefore, it is easier just to hold a bag when you can buy it on the lows. So we're down so low, it's hard to screw it up. At this point in the market, it is nothing that time can't cure. What you got going on here, Mr. AZERO? Oh, that would lead to the double bottom scenario, bottoming out here, because that just became a mediocre bullish pattern. More like a sideways nightmare, but Bukowski says they have a 60% chance to break to the upside, so that just reminds me of something. I kid you not, I was watching one streamer the other day, and they like these patterns a lot. Symmetrical triangles and things. I like to draw those a lot. I don't trust them. I've never met one that I like. But he calls them 50-50 patterns. So they break up or break down. But it's got a 60% chance to come to the downside. I don't know. I thought it was funny myself. A 50-50 pattern with a 60% chance. I think he gets 50-50 from bilateral. Which means that, and this one's bilateral too, which means that price travels on both sides of that come like a middle line. Oh well. What were we talking about, man? So I looked at some of these. Some of these coins that we're looking at were here on TokenMetrics because I just wanted to find out about it. The interesting one that I found, I think, was Rollbit, RBT, which I think is still in the dexes, right? Which I don't mess with. I think it was this top one that I charted. Nope. Perhaps it was here. Nope. It had to have been the swap. Against US. Well, screw it, I say. One of those is charted, but I'm not going to spend time finding it. Basically, it's going up. So this one looks very interesting. Still riding on that 9 on the 1 hour. Apparently, pretty new project. Don't know anything about it. It's just the one that TokenMetrics says was hot. Might be something worth looking at. Strong move like this, though, if you're trying to catch it between 38, you can go as low as a 618, but I doubt it'll get there. Most likely right here between the 0.5 and the little bit. You gotta cheat on that 382. To me, this is still catching or chasing green candles, so I gotta really feel the FOMO to jump in on something like that, and I don't get the FOMOs as much as I used to anymore. I'll just say bark. Should I say bargain area? Bargain area sounds like it's better than a buy zone. So I think it could come down here, but it could continue up higher. And our little Fibonacci just from this one little leg here. To me, this looks like like your wave. I'll just do it with this little guy. You got your 1, 2, 3, which is supposed to be a good one. And we should get a 4. Probably back down to just a nickel. And then we can start shooting up to here. Hopefully that 1618. So 8.6 and 9.4 cents are some great targets for Rollbit, whatever Rollbit be. Now, not all the ones that I found on TokenMetrics rung my bell. But well, somebody put up a meme. Cool. I did post them over here on the trading group. The ones that were hot for traders, the ones that were hot for investors, ones that are hot for crypto.com, hot for MEXC traders, and hot for MEXC investors. So I did post a list up there. I probably have a better list now because I upgraded my account from there with that NFT thing. But I'm hoping, that it will, it's going to keep my ear to the ground, keep to some of these new projects that just coming onto the scene. Some things that it's AI analyzed or something. So we'll see what they say and see what the charts say and do our own research and see if it's worth messing with. So when I take a look at NAKA, NAKA's getting a little bit of a pullback. NAKA is one that I like. It's one that I was accumulating. NAKA got crazy, got up here at 55 cents. NAKA was hanging around a quarter. I missed that. When I finally decided, hey, this one's starting to look really interesting to me, it was around 28, 29 cents, only up to 30 cents. So would you call it feeling the FOMO, or are you just seeing the charts are getting ready to they're getting ready to blast off? Although, had I been privy to it, I would have wanted to have got in here. That's my general take of what I've been doing, but this one slipped by me. And you can't catch them all, and gosh knows you can't afford to buy them all. Possibly in a parabolic move that I cursed because I had that powder. So what we do here in this situation is that we do a trend line, and maybe I think you may have broke that. So possible down and sideways for NAKA, maybe coming back down into this buy zone here. Wouldn't that be a trip? Actually, that is what I am guesstimating. And I see anywhere from 38 cents. I doubt that it gets back down to 30 cents, but all through there would be a good area, in my personal opinion. If you're trying to build a bag of this for a bigger move, a little patience, I think it's coming. We do have a lot of upward price movement here, a lot of bearish divergence come into play on our indicators. So it's getting ready to happen. So for the traders out there, maybe a good short opportunity, because this measurement tool does work. Tells me that's like 23 to 30, maybe up as much as 40% just spot 1x alone. For NAKA. However, if it does pull a fast one on you, it may have one more in it. So that's what I would be watching out for, is that one. That one. They could take us right up here to this area. You wanted the crystal ball. There you go. We'll try that for a twist of fate. NAKA 31 million market cap, 180 million maximum supply. Looks like a gem. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. And I'm not even into this gaming stuff. I'll be looking for the bargain shop on that one. If we're lucky, I think. I'm hoping, but it did break that trend line though. That's the. Would not be surprised to see 68 cents NAKA. I know I want to buy some down here too, but if we look at Elliott Wave, it says we can still go up. This one's not big enough. Now I just got an ugly chart with all kinds of lines. I can't even find the price anymore. Checking out Horizon. This one I think is getting ready to come back down here for this retest, and it's kind of got, I don't know, a lot of people call it a head and shoulders. Doesn't matter, it's still going to come down, play out around the same, so call it what you will. Unless it double bottoms here. Could. Probably not. It is under the 9 on the 4 hour. 21 just kamikaze the 50. 50 starts right here at my little buy box, and I think we're coming a good possibility to come back down here to this 200, about $7.21. So $7, $7.75. Good little zone to snatch up some Zen before it decides to come up here to $11 and make a 60% jump. If we zoom out, we can see that we're in a bigger pattern of a falling wedge, that we headed to the upside, got our bounce at the bottom, bullish, got up here, then we just flipped the script, we flipped the level, we took it to the next level, we did a jump up, and now we're just coming back down and testing that bottom there. So looking for a chance of a 618 pullback there, but you know, like the Stones say, you don't always get what you want. We did get rejected at the 200 here, so that's why we're getting pulled back. I bounced out this 31, $8.11. Not saying it's not a terrible place to buy. I'm just going to put it that way. If you happen to FOMO into Zen around $8 or under, you're probably okay. But a bigger move will be coming, but I do anticipate it to come back. Retest this 21 moving average and 50 moving average junction, which is just about 758. So in this little green box. And then bigger moves on up to 10, right under $11, 1160, 1248, and even what happened there? That was freaky. And I can't get it back. What happened? Great. I hate it when that stuff happens. I lost me charts. What's up, man? Seriously, for real. You just did this to me. Is Mercury in retrograde again? Because this is the stuff that goes on when Mercury is in retrograde. Zen. Is this my same chart? All right. So, really got to peel back to the weekly to appreciate the beauty of this. But it's in a very steep falling wedge, which means, you know, they don't have the greatest recovery as a more shallow one. Those really like to take off. But I definitely see a very good possibility hitting right around $16, maybe even up to close to 19, about 1888 for Zen. I don't know. Over the next, this is on the weekly, I would say next few months. It may take it to February next year. I mean, that seems reasonable. These lines would actually start February, March next. It's a long-term play, but that's what you're looking at. But your return on that would be 143% if it makes it up to $18. 111% if it makes it up to $16.28. Best place to get NAKA? Are you asking? I bought mine on the KuCoin, and I think MEXC has it too. I think I snagged some over there too. All-time high over $6. Oh, told you I'm late to the chat here. And there's a delay. They have it on KuCoin, but you know what's happening. There's not so not a good place. I don't know. There may be a deal on lots of things come the 15th. For those that don't get kicked off, they may be getting all kinds of bargains. But if you try sometimes, you might find you get what you need. Exactly. Straight up. I like the stones. So one on TokenMetrics was FIRO. Never heard of it. And why is it not showing up? Or FIRO, not FIRO, FIRO. Pretty sure I went with that first chart. The weekly indicators look like they want to do something, so it's got going for it. The dailies say, no, it's time to take a little break. And this is what we look like on the daily. And I think that this buy zone went $1.45 up to about $1.72 kosher area to get in on this as it gets rejected from these trend lines. It has been. All these wicks, sell pressure here. Got to get above this level back here. 210 is going to be a little bit of a hiccup. So I kind of see it just pushing back down again, back to these areas. But remember, the weekly was looking pretty cool. So I think it's just a pull back before it continues on up in this channel. And the short-term play that I've got is 31% up here to about 212. It says it in the red box over here, 212.8. With possibilities like getting in around $1.62 is just what I'm guesstimating for this setup. 54 cents, 65 cents, and if you're lucky, 76 cents up there. But overall, just kind of zooming out and looking at it, it took a beating, came down and leveled out at this area about $1. Got down to $1.07, hung around $1.25 right through there. It kind of really likes that area for support. And kind of a triple bottom scenario trying to establish itself here. So that would actually bring us back up to these levels, about 450. For anyone out there looking for a long-termer to get into, that's not bad. even FOMO in right now at this price without waiting for it to go lower, give you about 158% over time. Maybe Christmas. I'm just saying. The weekly looks good. Cloud's getting thick. I like what I'm seeing here for this one. This is a good chance. This is a good opportunity to pile in and build a bag of FIRO. So TokenMetrics may definitely have something there. I did not look it up over here though. FIRO. Crap, I forgot to set that timer. FIRO.org. Oh, you just rang my bell. 21.4 million. Half of it's out in circulating supply. More than half, 12 million. It's out there. It's 22 million market cap. All right, baby, what you do? Privacy is consent. FIRO is a privacy-preserving cryptocurrency and ecosystem. A privacy coin. Those will never be targeted. And I'm sure that they will rule the market. Privacy coins just kind of, they're a necessity. They're good. They have a function, but they have to sit at the back of the bus for some reason. People will kind of, there's a stigma on one hand, and governments don't like anything that they can't get their hands around. So those are kind of the risk when it comes to privacy type coins. Decred has those features too, so that's one reason why, I think that it doesn't have those top. Monero, there's just all these things that they could be associated with illicit activities, which really is just, nobody needs to know what you do with your money, really. You don't need somebody being able to track every coin in your purse, knowing exactly what you have, being able to track your wallets, and know when and what you do, what you how much you transact. And I'm sure there will be ways that they can even use oracles and such to put tracking on that. Maybe location tracking. Who knows? There's a lot you can do with blockchain. Just hope that it stays in the best hands. So that's interesting. It uses a hybrid proof of work and LLMQ, which I do not know, chain lock system for combining fair distribution of supply with protection against 51% attacks. Cool. I mean, it's got some cool things. I'm trying not to be biased against privacy coins, but I mean, that's just the thing that's, it just needs to be mentioned, right? Doesn't mean that it won't take off and be crazy. Be the next best thing. TokenMetrics sees something in it. I like it, so it's got something. The chart, I like the chart. If you're looking for one to put on your radar, maybe do some research on, figure out what you think. I think TokenMetrics might have a winner on this one. Looks like it would be easy to moonbag. So for the investors, not everybody can be day traders, right? Day trading takes a lot of time. So trying to handle a full-time job and kids and day trade, what are you doing? I mean, you would have to do the scalping thing. Sit inside just a few hours, maybe 4 hours to try it. That would, win. Swing trading, however, we're trading every few days or every few weeks, sometimes every few months, which I think is more of a position trade. But for those longer term trades, man, this can be good. Because could see going back up to $8, so you're looking at about 4 or 5x right there, right? Not trying to sell it. I'm not saying. I'm just saying, hey, TokenMetrics may have something here. It's 151%, and then it disappears when I really need it. 450%. Had a nice wick up at 5. Yeah, easily 4, 5, 6x. Just taking a chance on it. So $100 turns into, you know, 6, 7, 800 bucks. 1,000, 6, 7, 8,000. Do you know when Sin is having their next land sale? No, I do not. I will. We'll see what I can dig up on that. Straight guy, I am day trading poorly. I've not been doing well. No, I'm doing it. Well, I don't. What I do is not really a day trade. My trades last, but and I'm mostly doing Bitcoin. But yeah, day trading can, especially when we're in a range, when everything's going sideways, it's the worst time. And those market makers know it. That's why they're wicking us up and wicking us down and doing all that stuff, right? So you really have to look at it as a range for day trading. But you know, I still got a lot of degen in me, so I've always got something opens. I mean, other than my spot margin and stuff like that, I've always got one of those. There's probably a perp trade. I've always got a perp trade open. I do. I've got one on Pendle open right now. I got this awesome paper trade going on right now. Probably need to take profit on Pepe. And oh, I'm back up at 10,000 on Bitcoin. So TradingView offers some cool things. You can actually, I mean, it's really easy, cool to trade from TradingView. I mean, on the paper trading thing, right? And so I'm envious of the guys that have their bots hooked up to this, because I know the bot I got has that capability, but I have no clue how to use it. Or that feature is available. I think I have to pay extra to get it, but or the ones that, you know, they hook up their exchange, their brokerage to this, and you just set the orders. It's like this: trade, sell one, you know, bring it up. There it is. Isn't that cool? And then you can move all your stuff, move your stop losses around and stuff, just real easy, kind of like MexC does. TradingView's got a lot of features, and this is really all I know is this little chart area right here. But there's a lot of stuff on this side that I've yet to explore. Lost the chat again. Found it. No profit yet, and then Pepe needs to ride. Pepe does need to ride. So FIRO, I kind of like that one. I want to definitely make a note of that. Now Chilli's, I think Chilli's also was showing up. Was it on TokenMetrics? I got Chilli's on my list, but I can't remember if I saw it on TokenMetrics or not. Chilli's looks horrible to me. I've already lost this line, so we'll just take a quick look at it since I had it on there. Lost that. Got to get back above that. It's got to break above this non-moving average. This is on the weekly. This is the weekly. Now, it's got some good signs that it's getting ready to come up, but it's got two options. It's going to bearish a retest and come down lower, or, you know, a miracle is going to happen. People are going to say, oh, it's time to buy Chili's, and we're going to get up here and then take off. So anyone wanting to get into Chili's, it's got to clear 9.3 cents on a retest before I would touch it. Otherwise, this is just more down. So that's Chili's. Half Pepe went up some. Should have taken off and got back in today. I think I still got that, right? Nope, that's FIRO. Oh, I had it and I switched screens. It's on here though. Half Pepe on Pulse Chain. Half Pepe with Wrap BNB. Don't they have it by the dollar? Well, we'll find out. We'll just go back to CoinGecko. I think it was 0.5, right? So it's against ETH and BNB. That's like the old school days and everything is against Bitcoin, and you had to try to wrap your head around, am I making money or not? So let me get this right. This is worth, and you're still thinking in dollars. I can't really chart on here though. I mean, you can do basics, but I mean, when I go to where I can see it, I can't. My tools are gone. No, what the? There it is. Well, I've got a range identified, but I don't remember the details of what my thought process was on that. First of all, I need to know what time frame I'm on. I don't like their full. Yeah, I need all this stuff. Cool. Does that move over? Well, I got a little bit of room there. All right, we're going to squeeze this in. I need something bigger there. Let's see what's going on. Okay. So I think the range must have come from the 4 hour, and I think it was over here doing with this top wick. And that candle there. The RSI looks freaking crazy. So 1331, somewhere in that area. Gosh, you move just a little bit, you go down so much. 1331. Might be a good place to catch some. It's this resistance area right here at 2070. It's just been really hard for it. I don't like when you see those twin wicks there. Tweezer tops, kind of. It's got an actual wick coming out of it, which is not always the norm. And that to me broke trend line. So I would be looking, yeah, and it's okay. So these levels right here were outside of the other trend line that I had, which, so we'll get rid of that so it won't confuse us. I have to look at these levels. So 1143. Yeah, I'm just looking left and going by those. And 924, 1143. And it's really got nothing until it gets down to about 1513 on down to that 1420 area. So right there would be a good accumulation zone. And I'd say it would come back down there before we start seeing it try to do something else. Or, you know, we could be slowly trying to work on another double bottom scenario, but we will get back up to at least these ranges around, was it 2432 up to just right under 3,000. It's just going to probably take it. Let's see, we're on the hour chart, so it may take it a day or so. Try to attempt that again. So it is Friday, Saturday. I don't know if we'll see any weekend action, or if it may be next week, and I wouldn't count on Monday. So let's see, the day is 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th. That seems kind of far out, way down through here, but it, you know. I just see some down and sideways for it, for the time being, until it goes back up, so. Striker says, yeah, I've been on ETH. You know, the gas fees I paid today on ETH was average about $5, which to me, I mean, that's expensive, but I remember being hit up with like $300 before, so. talking about something that just made me despise ETH and stay away from it. I was trying to yield farm YFY with just a little bit, maybe $500. It did nothing but take up my time and soak up my. It was horrible, horrible. It just ended up getting stuck there forever at a loss. Just horrible. You get rewards, but it costs more for gas than it is to get your rewards. Then Pancake Swap came around, and that was really cool. Did we look at Bone? I don't think we looked at Bone. So I did do a messy chart on Bone. And we had our parabola, which broke. And that was the trend line we were watching, which broke head and shoulder. Down and sideways, right? More down than anything. Just a gradual bleed out. And now we bounced up and it's looking strong. Got this big wick right here though. So, and this is on the weekly. Let me come down to the smaller time frame. Daily is looking hot. My indicators. And my indicators are looking kind of hot too though. CJ Baker says, just use Bybit for dual asset mining. It's like 400% APY to 600 APY on many assets. 24-hour hold and it pays out 1 to 1.8% a day. Interesting. The only mining I do is on my own machines. I have fallen prey to cloud mining schemes before. So the only mining I consider doing is actually on my own machines. But useful information may help somebody out. Bone Shiba, are we coming back to the 200 moving average? Because there goes that timer. So it just kept it going. She just blasted off this non-moving average. Now it's above the 200. So if it comes back to the 200, and it should at some point, may not be today, may not be tomorrow, maybe Sunday, the depths of Sunday night or Monday morning when they want to tank the market again, or during all the speeches or whatever they do next week. But it will come back to around the $1.12. That's where I would probably consider trying to get in, because it's definitely not. It can come back here, but after it broke so bullishly above the 200, I'm more inclined to say that, hey, this is your buy zone. Right around $1.12, maybe down to $1 if you can get lucky. Have to keep an eye on this one. She's a hot one. Indicators are running too hot. Time to take a chill pill. That's actually doable though to get in here. Those prices though. But she's got to cool down, and there's not that much bearish divergence there. This thing may get right. This may keep going. Bone Shiba maybe you're trying to go up to $1.68, $1.71 before it cools down, because it's definitely headed parabolic. Let's do some counts. While we're here, let's find the right counting tool. Let's try to do this proper. I have no idea where that's at. Where are you? No, don't see. Oh, you cannot be the 3 and the. Can you? Can you? You can. Well, how far? This is the deal I have with LA Wave. How far? And I don't have first fibs hooked up to go that high. I'm just telling you, I'm no Elliott Wave expert right here. There we go. But I do notice that we use a lot of the same fibs. So maybe about $1.54 right in that area. The 127, the 1414, possibly to 1618, and it's coming up here to these other 618 targets. So actually, you know, I'll put it back down there to where I originally had it, but it's quite possible to come up $1.68. And then accordingly we'll do ABC correction. So let's check that out. I don't know. So far it fits the rules. This one just barely missed touching that one. So this, but your 3-wave should actually be higher though. That's the thing. So honestly, this target area is still valid. Definitely for some take profit areas. Even though the two, I'm sorry, even though the 4 didn't touch the 1 area, this one's got to be at least, I think, is twice as long as this one. It's got to be one of your biggest runs right here. Maybe not as twice as long, but it's it should be big. So I'm kind of looking at this idea. We'll just leave it on the drawing board. Come back to it. It's the boner token. I meant to touch my bone. It's dual asset investment. Sorry, not mining. Okay. So like your stake pool and stuff, right? Okay, cool. That's some pretty good API or APY. When I got in on Osmosis, they had some crazy APY. It almost make you think at first, oh, is this a scam? They going to rug pull? Because it's like 4,000, 5,000%, and I'd missed it. It was higher than that. And I jumped in, and it quickly, over the next few days, came down to, you know, 2,000. Hung out there for a few weeks. I don't know, but it was cool, the whole process. But those high APYs, there are, you know, there's some times you can get them, and it's good to be in there. I'm telling you. Firestroke just kept going. I've been using the OP stuff. I haven't played around with optimism that much. I need to explore more. Yeah, the Bybit dual asset investment has been running for like 2 years. Okay, cool. And, oh, you said, and it was Bybit, right? I mean, Bybit's, they've cut their teeth. They've got the reputation. I like them. I can't access them. Apparently the fees are supposed to be better. We'll see. Okay, I got you. I like Bybit. I was using when they just had like 4 things to trade, and then they went spot, and that was cool. That was a smart. They needed to do that. Maybe it just took them time to implement that or something. I don't see why, but or how. But I like them. I only have hard feelings because I can't go over there anymore. Because I live in the land of the free. Ain't nothing holding us back, baby. Sad thing is, we want the rest of the world to be just as free as we are. That's what they're saying. Democracy. I think I would challenge that idea. Great country, just a really messed up government at times. So I'm looking at my notes here, the ones I'm supposed to be going over tonight. And it's GMX is one of them. And I think I've got a little small trade of that going on. I was trying to build a bag, but that's not working out too good for me with the migration. but it is one I like. Let me zoom out here to the daily here. And apparently, I must believe at the time, when did I look at this? I looked at this earlier today. Apparently, I am bearish on this, and I say that there's a nibble area down here at this bottom that it had before. And it's true, it is a good nibble area. Apparently, I'm bearish today. Oh, I gotta turn that steam off, man. Gonna burn my astronaut. Uh-oh. CJ says, I dump my XRP in it from time to time when I sit in XRP. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, it's good to put them coins to work for you, whatever you do, rather than just let them sit there all the time. I mean, let them sit there in a cold wallet. It's the safest thing, but you know, we're in a cool area where we can actually make this stuff work for us. Get like 430% APY. That's a good one. Don't know if there's a cap though. I want to get to 30,000 and make 340 a day. The only thing is all that stuff is just not consistent, but it's nice when it comes around in little waves and stuff. But there was a time when well, I don't want to say here on public, the rewards were really cool. Like, you know, I don't know, if I were to go to work one day, there may be that amount of awards, and then, you know, you look and then it's like, you know, just you know, less than a handful of dollars, or even that sometimes. It's crazy how it fluctuates. But enjoy it when it's hot. 3 hots and a cot. 3 cots and a hot. Autocorrect took a hammer to them. You gotta love autocorrect. It's compound interest daily, so in like 4 months, the growth is like 60,000 with a $650 a day. If it doesn't count. Okay, sounds cool. But it is consistent. You can pull up Bybit now. Okay, I believe you. It's not every day the same asset. It's over APY. Okay, gotcha. Okay. I think it was just the mining term that set off the dark memories in my. There used to be the cloud mining things. One of them I put a whole Bitcoin in, but this was back before Bitcoin went crazy prices. And I was earning. I earned a Bitcoin, but it was Hotel California. I guess you could put money in, but it would never leave, and then they disappeared. They were called. I can't. It wasn't Cryptopia, was it? No, that's an exchange. It wasn't Crypsy, because that was an exchange. But it was something along those lines, really similar to Crypsy, which used to be a hot exchange to go to. And then the guy rugged everybody. You know, he got hacked. Then he disappears. And no one's ever heard of him again. So GMX, I'm looking at a nibble area between about $40 and $44. I think that's a pretty hot place to get it if it comes back down here. It may. It looks like it's trying to actually move up to about $62, retest the 200 moving average. I don't know if it's going to do it because the 100 is up there too. So it's got a double tap that. And I think those two girls are just going to wear it out. And it's just going to be too tired to keep it up. And it will no longer be able to keep pumping. And it's just going to go, things are going to go soft. It's just going to kind of come down. And then, you know, it's going to hang around here and wait for a nice juicy bottom, a big double bottom. And then things will start looking exciting again, and we will just get that boner and head right up. This is what the crystal ball says. Connect. Oh, Quadriga. Oh, you were in on the Quadriga CX thing? Oh man, sorry to hear about that. That was a weird tell, but man, unless you know you run a whole exchange on a little laptop computer, nobody's the wiser. Are you saying 2,500 Bitcoin? Wow. Damn. Looks like Catherine's beauty. Canada's safest exchange, Reggae. Wow, man. Sorry to hear about that. $2,500 Bitcoin. Wow, man. That takes a lot of processing right there. Oh, okay. So you got your settlement and then you put it all in the Bitcoin on the exchange, and then they got all selfish and stingy and crooked and stole it. And he may or may not be dead. Then the guy that faked his death. Yeah, that's exactly what it sounds like. Stole everybody's assets. Man, I'm sorry to hear that, dude. But I do believe that God can turn things around, though. I don't know. There is always a plan there. We just never know all the details about it, but well, I don't know that you can blame yourself for necessarily tied to past actions and things like that. I mean, it's one way to look at it, but sometimes you just, life happens, man. Life happens. Well, I think you got a good chance to get another shot, though. And it may not make it back up to 2,500 Bitcoin, but I think you can get to a place where you don't have to worry about your assets anymore, or about. What I'm trying to say, you'll get to that point where you'll have that security, that financial security that you need, that we all need. Said to have the same nightmare being chased by a truck through a random city. Oh, always ended up getting hit or something. It's Trega. Another coin is MDT, and measurable data token. And you know, I think I got a bag of this that's under $5 now. Or something crazy like that. I looked at this a long time ago. I may have to check it again, because this chart actually doesn't look too bad. Oh, it's MetaData Token, and I think I got the wrong one. I think this one was, there's a MetaDance token too. I don't know what the crap. Oh, by all means, do not trust my memory. I'm learning that I cannot trust it anymore. So MetaData Token, I know very little about this, but anyway, there's a buy zone down here because it's got a nice curving bottom area here. And I do have targets for those that will be degen enough to be interested in taking this for a trade, because it's got some pretty interesting returns on it. About 4.4 cents on up to about 4.8 cents. Could be a good buy area at this as it tests this moving average. Just come down here to the 4 hour. You can see that a little bit better. 4 hour 200. It's going to come back there. All part of this parabolic action we got here. And as long as we don't break that line, we're good. And getting in somewhere, I've got about 4.6 cents somewhere through there. The first target, which it blasted through just a few days ago. Actually, I think there was another target here just at 6.1 cents that I raced. That's 32%. And next target about 50%. That's at 6.9 cents. 73% return at 8 cents. So the traders out there, you got something there. Throw some leverage on that. 720% just right at 10x. You got hit by a Silverado? My dad had a Silverado. Oh no, I'm thinking Eldorado. You're not still, that's a truck. Which is bad enough. Because that's a big truck. See, it says, I wish I could get a big 1000x crypto token. Me too. It is hard to pick those out. You definitely have to get in really, really early on those newer projects. But there will be some new projects coming out. We'll see that all through here. So there'll be some new ones coming out with that possibility. I wouldn't look for it in one of the older ones. It's got to be a new one with a good use case, and there's something brewing out there. There's probably about a good 5 or 6 of them brewing out there with that potential. So I'm hoping TokenMetrics can help us keep an eye out for some of those. That one we looked at earlier, FIRO, that one looked hot. That one had a low token supply. I may need to do a video on that one and do a little bit of a deep dive on it. Just drinking and he's 10x beer after that story. Oh man. Do you think LUNC can get back to a penny? Well, I think that CZ is the best thing LUNC's got going for it. As far as the project and everything, I don't know. I can't. I wouldn't put my money back into it, and I'm sure a lot of other people feel the same way. Just once they go bust, that's pretty much it. But I mean, they're trying to bring black life, but it would have to, we have to go with its version of USDT or whatever it's got going on with its, and there's just so much of this out there. It's, do I think it would ever, what's the question? Do I think it would ever get back to a penny? Maximum supply is infinite, and the total supply is 6.8 trillion. And the market cap currently for that 6.8 trillion, or the circulating supply, is 5.8 trillion. Market cap for that right now is 480 million. I don't see it getting back to a penny. I don't. I see it maybe doing a 4 to 5x. Now, bull market, when things go crazy, who knows? But it would take a lot to get to a penny. And just on the history and what's happened with it, and it would have to be taken over by a good team that, my gosh, look at that. $119 is what it went up to. Ooh, I missed getting caught up in all that stuff, just by the grace of God. Just this influx of cash that I was having came in after that. It came in just a little bit early. Oh, I would be a very sad person right now. Because I was looking at it. It looked solid to me with good returns, and everybody just kept singing the praises of it. And I was like, yeah, I'm gonna go all in stable. I'm gonna start using stable coins. UST is a good one. Actually, I did have some on Osmosis over there. It was a sizable bag, but it was house money. But it was a good bag, because that's gone. Or Jasmine, the $6 again. Jasmine, I do not. I don't know. For some reason, I don't get good vibes from it, and it's kind of a slow mover. When you get so many coins, it's like molasses. I mean, there's little jumps in those little in those tiny decimal places, and you can make money. But when there's a low market cap, anyway. But when you get a big market cap, it's gonna be slow. And Jasmine's got 50 billion. $50 billion, and most of them are out. That's the good thing. So that's the good thing it's got going for it. Market cap, I mean, we could see it. It could probably hit up maybe $1 billion. It's what? Now, full-on bull market. I don't know what to expect about this bull market, as we're getting more crypto adoption than we've ever had, with institutions just dying. So I don't know. This bull market may be really interesting. And I expect the first part of it to be mainly focused on Bitcoin, and then some on ETH, and then trickle down to some of these other. But there will be a part of it when altcoins start taking off, and I don't know. I'm very curious to see what this next cycle will be. Hopefully it'll make up for I thought the last one kind of lulled. Bitcoin did great, but altcoins suffered. A lot of them did not hit the highs that we were expecting. A lot of them didn't hit their own previous all-time highs from 2017. So I'm wondering about this one, what we'll see. But then now the altcoin market is so flooded, so saturated with coins that have 50 billion, 420 trillion. I don't know, man. Hard pressed to see this one make it back up to $8. I mean, all-time high was 479. So I would be impressed for it to make it up to half of that amount, or to the 618 of that. Just my personal take on it. But my opinions don't matter. What matters is what's actually in the chart. I can sit here and spout out ideas all day, wrong or right, or missing the mark, or being right on it as a bullseye. What I am seeing right now in the weekly with these wicks here is a possible diamond bottom. Let me check out that idea. I don't really see that here. I mean, I can see how it started. Possibly. Yeah, change these little guys around here. If we go to body to wick. Come on now. Just got the paintbrush and drew this thing. And we got that same trend line there. We can just get rid of that one. But we went below. We actually closed below it. So it's kind of a funky looking diamond. So I'm not putting much stock in that, but I think we can still get some of that effect, if that makes any sense. More like a double bottom. Because it is holding this area. Let me get my fib straight and you can actually see it and I won't have to draw it. It did go a little bit low. That's where my fib was, right there on that wick. Actually, I'm going to keep that fib there, just draw a line. So that line comes in at decimal 4 zeros and 8,029. Now, I think what's interesting is that, you know, you get some pretty good moves, 33% coming up to just 0.0001. A lot of people do like to trade and everything, but as far as it gaining value in use case, I would have to, you know, there's the team's got to come in and give it a purpose, and coin's got to do something. Oh, Chevy Silverado. Ooh. 208 centimeters tall, so I survived. I cannot fathom. I cannot think in centimeters. They ruined us over here and over in the U.S. With the metric system and all that. We're still in the imperial stuff, so cannot think in meters or centimeters, man. That's that rocket science talk. Stuff goes over our head. Or Celsius. Ask me in Fahrenheit. We so old school, we antique. Dig glove mine at hip to kneecap. Ooh. That sounds rough, CJ. God bless you, man. So Lunas has got hope to get back up to this area at the 618. That's always the hope. You can always hope for your 200 moving average on the daily and a good 618. But that 200 moving average, it's got to come up there to get bullish. Currently coming in at 0.00127. And basically, when it goes through messing around here, that's what it's going to do, is try to go up there. And that's a good 50% move. But what it's doing right now, it's going to take it probably about another week before it can try to think about doing that. But I got those three targets as possibilities for Luna C. Lost that. Don't know what happened. And this little guy right there. All right, guys, I think I hit every coin on my list that I was looking at for TokenMetrics. I think this is the trader. Let me refresh this and see what we got. TokenMetrics. I think this normally was running like $100 a month. So the NFT idea of buying an NFT to let me have access to that for life, or as long as I have the NFT, whatever. It just seemed like a good deal, and it doesn't have to come out of my dollars from my bank account. It can just come out of my wallet. So I thought I'd put some ETH to some good use here. Just in general for the trader aspect, and trust me, I don't know how to use this site yet, but this tells us it's trader grade by its AI, so how it grades them. Rollbit being the top. Eurocoin. Sounds like a stable coin. Know nothing about it. It's coming in $1.09, whatever that is. Hunt. I looked at Hunt. I was not impressed with Hunt. And where did I look at that? And I don't know if I'm looking at this. It's got to be the same thing, but this is what I see out of Hunt. Just a bunch of crap. And this is on the daily. It looks like a freaking 5-second chart or something. It's just wild everywhere, so very low liquidity there. Let me check. When I come over to Hunt on Wrapped ETH though, now that's got a lot better chart, so maybe we can see something here. See if we can figure out what TokenMetrics, what the charts say about it anyway. That's where we lost it. In a short port resistance flip there, and even wick backed up to it. So, and you're still not up, and you went and made a lower low. So, yeah, I'm not liking this. What I'm seeing. I mean, for a long-term hold, for a trader though, it's got to be a short. It's got to be a short opportunity because it's got to get above this level here, 0.000172. Flip that, and then we can look for more upside. Otherwise, it's probably more downside. So maybe they're hit hot on it for a short. Okay, maybe that's what it means in the red. Okay, we'll learn as we go. The airhead moment. Okay, that makes sense. Dude, this account's just like hours old. I have not read the manual, but I assume if it's in red, it means it's a good short. So, all right, hunt for a short. That would make sense because the chart looked horrible. MetaData Token, we just looked at that one, and actually looked good. So it got a good rating there. For short, router protocol, don't know. Maker says good chance to go up. Convex Finance, Solana, Verge, Aave good for a short. Ethereum name service, Bone Shiba, and Lido Stake good for longs, looking bullish. Why they got this trading signal bullish if it's a short? Well, don't take my word that the red is a good short, but this one, hunt, dang sure is. Then we got this investor section right here. With some weird music. Well, now you can't see it if I put her in the way. For the investors, TokenMetrics suggests Cosmos. I agree. I like Cosmos. Oasis Network. A lot of you guys have talked about that one. Now, Cosmos is saying it's good for a short. Let's check this theory out we got here. Business. I was actually trying to close the stream, but this got interesting for me. Try not to stream over an hour because I think that hurts the algorithm somehow. So it's thinking Cosmos got a short. I see it in the falling. I think it's saying that. It's in the red. I'm assuming that's what it means. Why would you? Well, for an investor, you wouldn't be shorting though. So I'll probably be watching some videos later tonight or early in the morning and figure out what all this stuff. But this is a list of what it's saying, and hey, it's good stuff. So Cosmos, Oasis, reserve rights. Go figure. Really? Man, you were such a bore last time. Aave, Luna C. Hey, CJ, there you go. TokenMetrics likes Luna C. Terra Luna Classic. So, if I learn more about that, we'll dig into some of this stuff. You can go deeper on this stuff. And it gives you a lot of cool information. It says buy. So just sharing that stuff. Caspa, I've been trying to get Caspa. Gains Network, I'm not very familiar with that. Seller, OX Protocol, Nervous Network, and Injective, my baby Injective. And Chris said Oceans. Let's go with Trading View. I like this. And I thought it was available. I think it is available on Cosmos. I was considering maybe trying to snag some as a bag. Because I really don't have any exposure to this. But I found out it's an ERC20 token, so that kind of put a damper on it for me for right now. But I'm pretty sure I saw it available somewhere else. Where it is now is the key support level, so that's good. It needs to hold its current level. And I'm on the weekly here, so we got some wiggle room. See how much wiggle room. Let's go down to this candle body right there. Even went down those 2 wicks. That's a good area to look for too. So just write 30 cents. Let's just say 30 cents. And that's been a good place to buy it in the past too. It got down to 13. That was the place to buy it. Gosh. I think I just ignored that. That's a nice bottom right there. Nice 3 valleys. And now we're kind of flagging out on a higher time. This is the weekly. So so the hopium sometimes they play out good, sometimes they don't, but it's a legitimate move. Not saying it's going there, but it's saying it wants to go up to about 82 cents. And that's a bull flag. And I would see it coming up to these areas, 53 up to 66 cents, because kind of basically making one of those, I guess you can call it a head and shoulders, just got a fat head. But if it makes a neckline, will that count? That counts. Okay. It already counts as a neckline. So in the bigger picture, falling wedge that it's trying to break out of, price does go up into it, but we're coming down. So the whole cup and handle thing as a bottom, it's I call it a scallop. This flagged out. This target 82 cents, very doable. Moving averages are looking hot on the weekly. It's above the 9 moving average. Good to go there. We hadn't got our bullish, our golden cross yet. That will be months in ahead. It's working on it though. It's going to have a hiccup of about 44 cents at the 100 moving average as it tries to break out of this bigger pattern. $0.69 will be a good target. I say that in the microphone. 69 cents will be a good target. Also 75 cents would be a good target. And then of course its previous high there at 56 cents. Might be a good place to, I don't know. Depends on how bullish it is at that point. But it might be a good place if it ranges down for a retest, which it probably will. Take a little profit there and recycle, but you're taking a risk when you do that if you're trying to build a bag, and that's just part of the game. But 49, that's a good return. That's about 60% of that target at 57 cents. Oh, you could almost moonbag it right there at 69.5 cents. Definitely could at 75 and 82. So wow, I feel like I'm missing out on Ocean. And of course, the conservative play would be to wait for the breakout, buy the retest to about 35, 36 cents, about where it is now. After it pops off and comes back there, and that is technically the conservative breakout trade that the market makers love to trip you up on. Oh, we're talking about music now. Cool. Genesis, Jim Giant, Dave. Cool. Fish. Tenacious D. And Jay Black has a great voice control. Huh. Cool. All right, guys, I am going to wrap this up tonight. This is almost turned into a 2-hour stream. Doesn't feel like it. I do enjoy it. I'm just trying to keep it short for the algorithm's sake, I guess. Or just human viewing people time. Sometimes you see oh my God, that's 2 hours long. I don't want to sit through that. So I got to go through and timestamp all this. But I appreciate you guys for being here, hanging out with me. Thank you very much again. And Elvis has left the building.
For those of you out there that have been hitting that like button, I just want to say thank you. Thank you very much.
And I will see you guys probably tomorrow night, man. Thanks for hanging out with me. You guys have a good night.
Come on, come here, bud. Come on. You freaky dog. I don't need to analyze. Every word that comes out is a lie. Make it look like it's so ice, ice, ice. You won't make it to the finish line. Now if you gotta know the truth was gonna let you go. You was fine, never mind, unpredictable. Fade out of the ground, you ain't no one. You a star, blow it up like supernova. In the nighttime, hit my hotline. Sharing secrets, you was really was about your life. Basic bullets, with no bullets. Does your wifey know you're begging for my notice? Promise you're the same, running for the meds. Sure you like my vibe, that's my candy on my wrist. Bad habits, little rabbit. Now sit down, you can have it. I see it when you walk my way. Nice big bed, come and play with me. Freaky dog, freaky dog. Got a whole lot of love for my dog. I see it when you walk my way. Nice big bed, come and play with me. Freaky dog, freaky dog. Now show how freaky you are.
So I'm just gonna be away for 1 hour. Please don't break anything. And I might have a surprise for you.
Give me a miracle. I need a syllable. Talking about big cash, that's the minimum. I'm done with this trash. Thought to be critical. Show me your mental state before we get physical. Pour some water